everyone, my name's Hal Walker, and this is part 4 of a 5-part series of how to play Jingle Bells on the key of C harmonica. Special thanks to my friend JP Allen at Harmonica.com, who invited me to make a short video on how to play Jingle Bells, and I've turned it into a 5-part series. And I'm hoping that many of you are following along. Part 1 was to sing the song. This is a very unique process of learning a song, and I believe in it so much. I'm very interested in, if those of you who are following along the whole way, I'd love your feedback on how this is working for you. It's not going to be easy. It'll take each lesson will take a little bit of practice, but I can't wait to see how you do. So step 1 was play the song or sing the song. Step 2 is to sing the bloody blows with hand motions. Step 3 was to play the bloody blows with hand motions. Step 4 is to play the messy octaves. Now, I know many of you have no idea what a messy octave is, so that's why I'm here. I'm going to tell you. When you see a 5 on the screen that is not circled, it means blow. It means blow. And when I'm always playing with a wide mouth. I'm always playing with a wide mouth. And when you see 5, it means 5 is the far right hole. And it doesn't have to be perfect. 5 is pretty close to the far hole to the right side of my mouth. So when you see 5 blow, here's what you play. When you see 5 draw, there will be a circle around the 5. And this is what you play. 6 blow. 6 draw. 7 draw. 7 blow. So whatever number, that means the hole that is on the far right of your mouth. Now everyone, I'm about to introduce you to something called tongue blocking. You know, there's a huge debate in the harmonica world of whether you should do lip blocking, whether you should do puckering and lip blocking, or tongue blocking. Well, I am an advocate of learning tongue blocking first. Spend one day or 1 week learning, Spend 1 day or 1 week learning to tongue block, and then spend the rest of your life thanking me. Because my whole harmonica career has been based upon tongue blocking. And I feel like it makes the most sense. We first learn to draw, we first learn to blow and draw with our diaphragm, and then we throw our tongue on there to block out the other notes. So especially for a song like Jingle Bells, spend 5 minutes, spend an hour, spend a day or a week learning tongue blocking, and then spend the rest of your life thanking me. So here we go. But before we learn anything about tongue blocking, we're going to do something called messy octaves. So I'm covering about 4 holes. I'm playing a wide sound with a big diaphragm. A messy octave is when I put the tip of my tongue right at the tip of my teeth, possibly touching the 2 couple holes in the harmonica. So I'm covering 4 holes, as the illustration will show. I'm covering 4 holes. The very tip of my tongue is just laid on my teeth and slightly touching those middle 2 holes, actually blocking out those 2 holes. Now there's a difference between a clean octave and a messy octave. Here's a big chord of 4 blow. Here is a messy octave chord. Or let me do a blow draw. Here's a clean octave. It's very cleanly, after lots of practice doing octaves, I'm blocking out holes 2 and 3, playing holes 1 and 4. So the very tip of my tongue is covering holes 2 and 3. Now, I don't expect you to be able to play a clean octave, but I would like you to practice playing a messy octave. That means you just throw up a little bit of your tongue there and see what happens. So here's a scale. So again, I have that wide sound covering 4 holes. The very tip of my tongue is laid upon my front 2 teeth, possibly covering a little bit of those 2 holes. So let's hear the beginning of Jingle Bells. Remember, 5 below means that 5 is at the right side of my mouth. My messy octave just means that I'm covering 4 holes and my tongue is placed somewhere at the tip of my teeth, possibly covering those 2 middle holes like this. Here's a clean octave. Here's a messy octave. And here's the song. Now the great thing about messy octaves is I've already mastered the blows and draws. I've already mastered creating a wide sound with my diaphragm. So this is really not adding any new dimension, except we're adding the numbers. But I don't want you to think about the numbers trying to get them exactly. Instead, just when you see a 5 moving to a 6, move up a little bit. Or when you see a 6 moving to a 4, move down a little bit. But don't worry about hitting exactly. This is all just messy. So again, messy octaves, the first part of the song. Try and play along with me. 1, 2, ready. By the way, my tongue is not moving. It's planted at the tip of my teeth, slightly touching the harmonica. And it actually helps, my tongue is helping to keep the harmonica moist, so it slides very easily. Again, Jingle Bells. That last line. So there's a slide. 5, 5, 6, 6. All blow. Watch a little bit faster. All right, let's move on to the next part of the song. Remember, we're way up high now. We start at hole 6 below, which means I'm covering about 4 holes. And on the far right-hand side is hole number 6, about hole number 6. There's no exact numbers here. Just hear that, try to hear that hole number 6. Here's a perfect octave or a clean octave. Here's a messy octave. Here's a big chord. So the messy octave is kind of covering up a couple holes. I'm going to take this real slow. Oops, what did I forget? Rule number 1, hand motions at all times. That last line. Back to the beginning of the verse. That line again. For those of you that were paying attention, you noticed we played the chorus, the Jingle Bells part, up in the high octave that time. So it's a great idea to learn Jingle Bells in both octaves. The low octave and the high octave. You know what the beautiful thing is? The combination of blows and draws is exactly the same. Almost nothing changes. With the messy octave, almost nothing changes. I go from low to high. Now the verse of the song is much more difficult to play in the low octave, and that's for a whole nother lesson. We're learning the verse only in the high octave, starting on 6th blow. I think I'm going to play it one more time, and then we're going to move on to single notes. Hey everyone, before we move on to single notes, let me just throw one thing at you. The beautiful thing about tongue blocking is every once in a while, I can lift my tongue off and get a chord. Watch. This is my tongue on, this is my tongue off. But that's advanced playing. We're not going to get so much into that. But listen for a second. This is a great exercise for you to try. This is my tongue on, this is my tongue off. Let's see. Now those are clean octaves. Here are messy octaves. A nice improvised waltz. So here's Jingle Bells one last time, then let's move on to single notes. So spend 5 minutes, spend an hour, spend a day or a week learning to play, learning to do tongue blocking, and then spend the rest of your life thanking me. All right? I guarantee you it is worth the practice. Go do it. And we'll see you back here for lesson number 5, which finally we're going to get into single notes. Many methods, many people would have started this song with single notes. You would have been here like this. That's not how this method works. It gets us playing right away, using our whole body to push and pull, to blow and draw. Thank you for watching. I can't wait for single notes. Thanks.